A high-level cyber threat is knocking on Singapore's digital doorstep, and it's not just any ordinary hacker group. It's UNC 3886, a group so sophisticated that even the Singapore government decided to go public about the danger. But here's the twist. While experts and media reports say the group may be linked to China, our government isn't pointing fingers. Why? On the 1st August 2025, during Exercise Cyberstar, Singapore's main cybersecurity crisis drill, Home Affairs and National Security Minister K Shanmugam addressed a pressing question. Why hasn't Singapore named the country behind UNC 3886? Shanmugam made it clear, when it comes to attributing a cyber attack to a country, Singapore treads very carefully. He said, "We release information that we assess is in the public interest. Naming a specific country is not in our interest at this point in time." This follows media queries over Mandiant, a global cybersecurity firm owned by Google, labeling UNC 3886 as a China Nexus espionage group. Mandiant claims the group has targeted strategic organizations around the world, and Singapore is now one of its latest victims. Back on the 18th of July, Shanmugam revealed for the first time that UNC 3886 had launched a serious cyber attack against Singapore's critical infrastructure. He described them as a highly sophisticated threat actor, but stopped short of confirming any state links. The next day, he addressed whether Singapore would retaliate or publicly name the country. His response? That would be speculative. He added, "What Mandiant does is what Mandiant does. As far as the Singapore government is concerned, we can say we are confident that it is this particular organization. Who they are linked to and how they operate is not something I want to go into." So while international cybersecurity experts are quick to draw connections, Singapore is playing it safe and smart. Shanmugam explained that the government assesses each case based on facts and whether naming a group or country serves the public interest. In this case, naming UNC 386 was necessary because their breach was serious, and Singaporeans needed to know. He said, "They have gotten in. They are compromising a very serious critical infrastructure. Singaporeans ought to know about it, and awareness has got to increase." But this cautious approach didn't sit well with everyone. On the 19th of July, the Chinese embassy in Singapore issued a statement on Facebook, slamming the reports that linked UNC 3886 to Beijing. They said the accusations were groundless smears and insisted that China is a victim, not a perpetrator of cyber attacks. The embassy stressed that China firmly opposes and cracks down on all forms of cyber attacks under the law. In light of these rising tensions, Singapore's decision to focus on threat actors rather than naming nations could be a move to prevent escalation, especially in today's charged geopolitical climate. After all, once a country is named, the situation shifts from cybercrime to a potential diplomatic crisis. So the question we're left with is this. In an age where cyber warfare is becoming more common and more dangerous, should countries like Singapore call out suspected state-backed hackers? Or is it more important to prioritize stability over blame? If you are still watching this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230.